What can a public citizen do to impact legislation?
So much.
Yeah.
Kevin, we could probably tag team on what they could do. I think one is being informed, and that's the purpose, of the briefing book and the report card, to know what those issues are. But participating. I mean, if you're here in Las Vegas, you can go to Grant Sawyer Building. You can provide public comment. Quite frankly, you can call legislators, email them.
It's a lot easier. I think people, because they view government now so big and massive, and they only see the federal government a lot on the news. When I ran for office, half the doors I knocked on were like, "You really want to go to D.C.?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to go to Carson and represent you there." So first is voting, right? I'm an advocate of everybody understand the issues, get out and vote. It sends a message, particularly on this issue. Kids can't vote, and they don't have any money. So they are really at the mercy of someone's heartstrings to do the right thing. But what I have been doing through my Facebook and joining different groups, particularly in the foster world, is sending out the articles and the information, and then trying to get these groups to pick an issue and go up and testify on it. Tell the legislators what it's really like to be us. The next is writing the legislator, and it always freaks people out, but call them. I answer my phone just because it's really fun to have somebody go, I didn't expect you to answer, especially if they're mad, because they're like, you answer your own phone. Well, now I can't scream on your voicemail. But but a lot of us answer our phone. A lot of us will meet you for coffee. A lot of us will put you in touch with another group that's already way ahead of you on the advocacy of this and join them, right? So I think there's a lot. I think we're not teaching that enough in schools and at home, that you really do have a voice. And when some of these elections come down to, what was the last one, 29 people just determined a Senate race, you bet your vote counts. And so does your voice.
And it's important to reiterate that you can be down here in Las Vegas and still give public comment up in Carson City via online video broadcast, correct? For committee meetings, not on floor decisions.
Right. I think the other thing that's important to kind of keep in mind is that, for a lot of people, going and testifying at a committee hearing is really intimidating. To sit down and press a microphone button and be called on and have to be, super formal and all of that. It can be scary. So, you can do those things like send an email or write a letter and send that in, where you can kind of collect your thoughts and convey that as you would like to. The other thing is that, we talk about advocating on legislative issues, but you can advocate within your own community for some of those policy issues. Parents at a school that have a concern about something, you can come together and meet with, maybe the principal of the school and try to advocate for your kids in that way, maybe on a smaller scale. One of the things that both Nevada Institute for Children and Children's Advocacy Alliance work on a lot is trying to provide kind of these advocacy trainings to as many people as possible. One of the things that consistently comes up is, the difference between advocating and lobbying. Folks that work for nonprofit organizations or county organizations or state organizations that feel like they can't share their voice on a particular issue because, I work for a state agency, I can't do that. Now, I'm not telling people what to do to not, get fired from their jobs or things like that, but to look at the difference between, advocating and providing education. And oftentimes those folks are the best equipped to provide that information. Someone who works within a system that doesn't allow them to have access to the information they need has the best, most compelling story about what that looks like. And so we need to be talking to those folks about being able to understand where that line is and the information that they're able to provide. Because even if you do work in one of these agencies, you're also a private citizen. You're also someone who lives here. Your kids live here, so you have a voice and important things to say within your own experience, even if it's not on your in your professional side.
Great.
If I could just add really quickly, I think a great resource is the legislative website.
Yes.
It's one of the easiest in the country to use. There's personalized bill tracking. You can do up to 10 for free, where you'll get notices about those bills. There's also a link on the home page during the session to share your opinion. So you don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to. You can literally press a button, pick a bill, say how you feel about that. And then I would also just plug, if anybody's interested in these issues, we do a Children's Week at the legislature the week of March 11th. Everyone is welcome. It's open to everyone. We do advocacy trainings. We have individuals sit with legislators during floor sessions, set up meetings. It's just a great experience to get someone's feet wet on what that looks like.
Well, thank you. Thank you all. Great information, great resources. Thank you very much.
Thank you.